Hello, hello. Are we live? I think I posted this on Facebook too, so I don't know how it works. But hello, Facebook, if you're
Hi,
watching.
Facebook.
You're not
Wow.
even on Facebook.
No,
Glenn.
I'm not.
Can anybody see us yet? Oh, there's 10 viewers already. I have
They were
so
already
many
lined
fans
up.
worldwide.
Yeah. I think they're all my family members that I phoned and told them I was going to be on.
Yeah. So I am with Glen Kellaway from the basement, who lives here in Trenton, Ontario. And he's coming over again this Tuesday, and we're going to do another 5 CD swap.
And I have to buy lunch.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. I actually got a Subway turkey sandwich today in your honor.
Thank
and
you. I'm honored.
We have Jack's Stereo Experience.
Hey.
Who got a pile of my CDs about a month ago.
It looks like he's in the basement when you look at this, but I should be in the basement.
It's Jack in the basement. See you.
Yeah.
You look lovely as always, Larry. Thank you very much. Pleasant Valley.
He is looking particularly lovely today. I was thinking about that.
I worked on my hair for about half an hour.
And you have a glow, a rosy glow.
I think it's the lights.
Oh, okay.
Jeff Rowland watching from Los Angeles.
Hey, Jeff. From LA. That's very cool.
Hi to all of the chat. I said I have fans worldwide.
Yeah.
Cayenne, the music
Cayenne's
nerd.
always cool.
Yeah. Fit to be tie-dyed. Hey,
Paul,
if you want to join us, you're more than welcome. Just let me know and I'll send you the link. I didn't think you could make it today.
Thought he was playing hard to get today.
Yeah. He's too good for us.
Yeah, well. Who isn't?
Pretty much anyone's too good for me.
So. Yeah. So let's start with what we're going to do first is we each have 30 Beatles songs, and there's 2 Beatles songs in each list. So there's 60 in total. It's kind of complicated, isn't it? But there's 2. It's one Beatles song versus another Beatles song, and then everybody can let us know in the comments section which Beatles song you like the most. And then later on, we'll, of course, answer questions and we'll do some other things. I'm just going to quickly send Fit to be Tie-Dyed the code in case he wants to join us. So
that's lovely of you.
Glenn, tell us about your channel while I do that.
Tell me?
Yeah, no, you don't have to tell yourself about your channel.
Oh,
you know
okay.
Your channel.
I'd like to introduce myself to myself. Okay, my channel is called Glen Kellaway from the Basement because I usually hang out in my basement where all my stereo and albums are. And it's just general music conversation. If I get any new albums in, review them, show any old records I got, CDs. It's just music conversation. And every Monday I do a thing called the weekly wrap up where I talk about what's going on in the vinyl community in terms of contests that are going on and videos that I've watched and any of that kind of stuff. So that's me.
And Jack, tell us about your channel.
Yeah, well, I kind of do a lot of the same stuff, except I'm not in the basement.
Good.
I guess I don't post as much as I should, which is weird, but
boo.
Tell you what, I got like a big at least hour-long video coming all about Larry, so.
Wow.
Glenn, you've never done a hour-long video on me.
No, I don't think I could only do an hour, Larry. I think it would have to be I think it would have to be a 4 or 5 part series.
Yeah, it'd be like
it may have to be on Netflix or something like that.
Yes, a documentary series.
Yes.
Okay. Get some more comments here before we start with the songs. Hey guys, how is everyone? We're doing great. Ooh,
hey,
I don't
man.
know how to say that name, but hey man.
That's
Aquatic
We
Brad.
are having a good day, I think.
I live in Wales. Also, I would love to join the stream. Well, sometime, I think Fit to be Tie-Dyed's coming on, and we have stuff planned here, but sometime in the future, you certainly could. Anybody can, as long as they pay the fee of $100, right, Jack?
Yes.
Yeah. Half my bank account gone.
Okay, Glenn, let's start with the Beatles songs. You go first. One song versus another.
Free as a Bird versus Real Love.
Oh, I knew someone was going to do that. I like that.
I would say Free as a Bird.
I'm going to say Real Love.
Okay.
Whoa, we got a.
But they're both great.
Okay, that's mine.
Let's see if anybody else, anybody else can join in, and I'll put your name up here. Free as a Bird versus Real Love. Which of those Beatles songs do you like more? Everybody fell asleep. Free as a Bird, Pleasant Valley. David Carr, Real Love. It's a tie. John Lennon, fan, Free as a Bird. Yeah, but I think both are pretty equal.
Yeah. Real Love.
Yeah. It's just the recording of it is not, obviously as good. Free as a Bird.
Wow.
Yeah. And that video was amazing. It still looks amazing today.
It does, yeah.
It was really well done.
Wow, Free as a Bird looks like it's winning.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
Jack, me or
no? You keep going on yours, so it's
okay.
Yeah.
Please, Mr. Postman, you really got a hold on me.
You really got a hold on me.
Yeah, I'm going to agree.
Wow.
Let's see what people say here. Just catching up on Real Love. We'll just continue it, and I'll just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey Bulldog versus Twist and Shout.
Hey Bulldog.
Oh, I don't know. That's a pretty strong vocal by Lennon. I think I'm going to have to go with Twist and Shout.
Wow. That's a tough one. Anna versus Baby It's You.
Oh, those are two good ones.
Yeah.
I think Anna, his vocals.
Well,
Anna.
Lennon's vocals on both those songs are great.
Yeah.
All You Need Is Love versus Across the Universe.
Oh, that's easy. Across the Universe.
Really?
Yeah, I agree.
Wow, I would pick All You Need Is Love. Yesterday versus Long and Winding Road.
Yesterday.
Can I mark you guys down as undecided on that one? Yeah. Act Naturally versus Honey Don't.
Act Naturally.
I'm going to say Honey Don't.
Babies
Jack,
in.
You're wrong. Wait a second, Jack. Yeah. You're wrong.
Yeah, Jack. That's just stupid. Yeah. Babies in Black versus Dr. Robert.
Dr. Robert.
I used to hate Babies in Black, but I love it now. So Babies in Black.
Both great songs.
Blackbird versus Cry Baby Cry.
Cry Baby Cry.
Blackbird.
Yeah, I'd go with Blackbird too, but for the guitar. Drive My Car versus Nowhere Man.
Nowhere Man.
Nowhere Man.
8 Days a Week versus It Won't Be Long.
It Won't Be Long.
Yeah, It Won't Be Long.
Yeah, me too. Every Little Thing versus If I Needed Someone.
If I Needed Someone.
Every Little Thing. Well, wow. let's have the viewers catch up on.
Okay, we'll take a breath.
Yeah. Nowhere Man. Drive My Car. 8 Days a Week. Thank you for everybody that joins in. I'm trying to make sure And we are reading them when we're doing this. Just a couple more coming in. If I needed someone. Every little thing. Act naturally. Okay. 8 days a week is super catchy.
It is.
You're going way too fast.
I don't know that one. That wasn't on the list.
You're going way too fast.
Way too fast.
Oh, there he is. I was trying to ignore you.
Nice.
Hey, I can't see you.
I know. I planned it that way.
Yeah, he looks better that way.
Oh, there you
There
are.
he is.
You can't play our game because you don't have your own sheet.
My own sheet of what? Some people say I'm full of sheet.
Yeah, that's true. Introduce
Paul.
yourself. Who are you?
I'm me.
Well,
Well, you
don't
look
promote
like
your
you.
channel then.
My channel's fit to be tie-dyed. I'm Paul. I'm here.
Okay.
Do you know Jack? Jack, that's Paul. Paul,
Hi,
that's
Jack.
Hey, Paul, what's going on?
Looks like we're tier mates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, continue, Glenn, and then Fit to be Tie-Dye can join in. With
He
the
can
answer.
join in. Give us guess. Oh, darling versus things we said today.
Oh, darling.
Are you waiting on some? Am I supposed to say something?
Yes.
Well, I don't like anything you said today, so I'm going to say, oh, darling.
I'm going to say, oh, darling, too.
One of Paul's greatest vocals ever.
Thank you.
Not yours.
Oh,
The Night Before versus The Word.
The Night Before.
ooh.
The word.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the word.
Oh,
The bird.
lost.
The word. The word is bird.
There's a Place versus You Like Me Too Much.
There's a place.
Yeah, there's a place.
Yeah, I'll go with that one too.
Wow. Shutout. You're going to Lose That Girl versus We Can Work It Out.
Ooh.
We can work it out.
I like You're Gonna Lose That Girl. I like the harmony vocals on that.
Me too.
I think we can work it out. We'll catch up on these answers here. The word, it's sunshine. There's a place. There's a place. We can work it out, in my opinion. We can work it out.
They all say that.
Yeah, yeah. Who knows if we can work it out? We're trying.
My ears are popping today. I'm popping ears.
No complaining on my live stream.
Okay.
Okay, Glenn.
Okay, Getting Better versus Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite.
Getting better.
Yeah, getting better.
It can't get much worse.
That's right.
All I've Got to Do versus Hold Me Tight.
Oof. All I gotta do.
Yeah, all I gotta do.
I have to go. That's
Yeah.
not a Beatles song.
Oh, yeah, I agree, too. All I got to do.
The word. Getting better. Mr. Kite.
I Need You versus I'll Get You.
Good one.
Oh yeah.
I need you. Oh yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I Need You. I like that. I like that. It's a George song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say I need you.
Martha, My Dear versus Lady Madonna. Two piano songs.
Lady Madonna.
Yeah, I'll go with that too.
I'm going to say Martha, my dear.
P.S. I Love You versus Tell Me What You See.
Tell me what you see.
I'm not going to tell you what I see because I don't want to be rude. Tell me what you see. I like that.
Yeah, tell me what you see.
Okay, we'll slow down for a second here and let you catch up. Things we said today.
Tell me what you see because I need you.
Yeah, that's right.
We should do that. Take all the Beatles song titles and make a sentence out of them.
We were kind of having that idea when Glenn was here, like a conversation just with Beatles songs. Okay, Glenn.
What goes on and she loves you?
She loves you.
He loves you.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah.
You sound so enthused by it.
Paul, yeah. What's next here? Dear Prudence, or from me to you?
Dear Prudence.
Yeah, Dear Prudence.
Got to get you into my life versus Sexy Sadie.
Ooh, Sexy Sadie for me.
Sexy Sadie.
I'm going to say you got to get you into my life.
Thank you, girl, versus I'll follow the sun.
I'll follow the sun.
What two are those? Say them again.
Thank you, girl, versus I'll follow.
I'll follow the sun.
Try to pay attention, eh?
Well, I was falling asleep.
I'm gonna go with Thank You, Girl. Glenn has fallen asleep.
Yeah, I know. He froze again. He did. He froze. Well, that's the end of our live stream.
I love the look on his face, right?
Yeah.
He just looks like he's about ready to tell somebody off.
He's ready to start a fight.
He is, yeah. He doesn't look happy at all.
Come back on.
Who the hell did that happen again?
I don't know, but he got booted down to the lower tier with me.
Yeah, I'm in the basement where I belong now anyway. Well, that gave you guys time to catch up.
Yeah.
Tomorrow Never Knows versus She Said, She Said.
Tomorrow Never Knows.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yep.
I'm going to say She Said, She Said.
I'm Only Sleeping versus And Your Bird Can Sing. This is a tough one for me.
I'm Only Sleeping for me.
I'm Only Sleeping.
I'm going to go with the bird.
Paul is correct. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Slow Down versus Tell Me Why.
Slow down.
Yeah, slow down, Glenn.
Slow down.
Well, it reminds me of a Taxi skit. Yeah, slow down.
I've only got two. I've only got two more to go.
Jack, wake up! Did you say yours?
I'm going to say Tell Me Why.
Why? Because we want to know.
What? Did you not get the memo?
Yeah. Okay, I've only got two more. I'm Looking Through You. I'm not really. Versus Fixing a Hole.
I'm Looking Through You.
Yeah, I'm looking through you.
I'm going to say Fixing a Hole.
Jack's correct. My last one. You Know My Name, Look Up the Number versus Yellow Submarine.
You Know My Name, Look Up the Number.
Yellow Submarine.
Yeah, Yellow Submarine.
That's my list.
You guys have no sense of humor.
I like You Know My Name, Look Up the Number too.
Yeah.
And Brian Jones is on that track.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing saxophone.
Yeah.
Now, Fit to Be Tie-Dyed. I don't know, should I call you that name or your real name?
Call me my real name.
Paul. That's his real name. Anyway,
I thought it was Themistocles.
Another thing we're going to do is we're going to list our 12 favorite Beatles solo albums. Do you have your list ready, Paul?
No.
Could you do it? Could you do it in your mind?
Or I could do all sorts of things in my mind.
Yeah, that's scary. No.
You're assuming he has a mind.
Yeah. Okay.
12.
Might be,
Why don't you make a list quickly of your 12 and we'll do something else just for
You're
a second.
so bossy.
Well, I am the boss of this live stream.
So bossy.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I think I might have a really dark sense of humor, but
sorry.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is hilarious. It's funny. All things must pass.
Yes,
Okay.
they must. Fixing
Now,
a hole.
Glenn and I, a couple of weeks ago, we exchanged 5 CDs that neither one of us were familiar with. And we've been listening to them for the last couple of weeks. And on Tuesday, we're going to get back together and we're going to tell each other what we think about these CDs. So the CDs I gave Glenn are CDs by Captain Beefheart, John Anderson, Sparks, my very own Redneck Canadian, and Monks. And I'm going to guess now how he's going to rank them. I will say, I might be wrong. I already think I'm wrong. Number 5, your least favorite is going to be Monks. Show them the CD. Okay, that's number 5. Number 4 is going to be my CD. That's right, it's not in last spot because I have faith. It's number 4. Number 3, I think, is going to be Sparks, Propaganda. And number 2, I think, is going to be John Anderson's Song of Stephen. And number 1, I think he's going to have as Captain Beefheart, Bat Chain Pull.
No comment.
I wonder how close I am. Don't say anything.
No comment.
Okay. Tell me what you think I'm going to rank them.
Okay. So the 5 that you gave me, or I gave you?
Yeah, they're right here.
You have them. So, okay. So I'll just tell you the ones I gave you quickly, and then I'll rank them. Los Lobos, Kiko.
You didn't give me Los Lobos.
Didn't I?
No.
Oh, well, I'm missing
Lowest
one.
of the low.
I know. I gave you lowest of the low. Okay, I'll read you the 4. I screwed one up. Okay. Arthur Brown, Galactic Zoo Dossier.
Yeah.
Lowest of the low.
Sorry. Let me show it here. There it is. Okay.
I gave you lowest of the low. Shakespeare, My Butt.
Canadian band. Yeah.
I gave you the Pretty Things, Parachute.
Yeah.
And I gave you the Dukes of Stratosphere, which is XTC's alter ego. Which one did
and
that?
You gave me one more.
Which one was it? I can't remember. Oh, Robert Plant. Duh. Okay, Robert Plant's latest solo album. And here's the way I think you're gonna review them.
Is Robert Plant related to George Bush?
They could be cousins, I guess. Yeah.
All I know is he was the bassist for Led Zeppelin.
No, I think they played in a band together called Cactus.
He was born without his left ear.
That's right.
Yeah. I think the number 5 will be Arthur Brown.
So this one is going to be number 5. Yeah. Okay.
Number 4 will be Robert Plant, Carry Fire.
Okay.
Number 3 will be the lowest of the low, Shakespeare, My Butt.
Yep.
Number 2 will be the Pretty Things, Parachute.
Yep.
And number 1 will be the Dukes of Stratosphere.
Okay.
We'll find out on Tuesday.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. Just realize, everyone, that it's kind of hard to show every comment when we're also kind of doing things here, but I'm trying my best. Don't be upset.
Larry can't multitask. So.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're going to each list our 12, and everybody can play along if you make a list quickly, our 12 favorite Beatles solo albums. Whoa, look at the list Paul made. He made that list last week. He was so ready for this. Okay, so I'll go first and we'll go around. So
are you going to do all your 12, or are you just going to do
No, just one at a time.
Okay.
So bossy.
So number 12, I'm making the rules. Number 12 is George Harrison's Cloud 9. Dead silence.
Good album. I like Cloud 9.
Who's
Jack.
next?
Okay, yeah, my number 12 is a great album from Paul McCartney, Flaming Pie.
No, you're wrong.
That seems to be a theme for this.
You're wrong with your choice.
Prepare for the hate mail.
Yeah, that's just silly. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm next.
Yep.
Go ahead, Paul.
Well, I don't want to mess up the order. Who's next?
You are.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
who's
got
next?
band on the
Oh,
run.
Who's Next is awesome.
Paul, that's way too low in your ratings. In your
Yeah.
rankings.
No, that's the way it is, kids.
Who invited these guys on, Larry?
Can
Yeah,
you move
We've
it
just
up
done
a bit?
the two of us. My number 12, George Harrison's Living in the Material World,
Well, that's way too low.
which I think is George's second best album.
Okay. Number 11 for me is George Harrison, 33 1/3.
Good album.
It is a good album.
So Jack is next. We'll just go clockwise.
My number 11 is Red Rose Speedway.
Excellent
which
choice,
Larry
Jack.
gave me.
I have Cloud 9.
Cloud 9. My number 11, Ringo.
Look at him with his visual effects here.
Yeah, like I never said you had to be showing your vinyls and CDs
Okay, well,
and showing us up.
it's,
You know, we don't have them here.
okay, I won't show anymore. To hell with you.
He probably only owns 12 CDs.
Yeah.
You just got to show off your collection all the time.
Okay, I'm not going to show anything then. I hope my video cuts out again. I won't come back.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you're going to freeze. Ooh, look at this. Zach. All Things Must Pass, Imagine, Double Fantasy, Ram, Cloud 9, Dark Horse, Tug of War, Mind Games, Somewhere in England, Ringo, McCartney 2 and Egypt Station.
Wow, interesting list. Dark Horse
Ringo.
is an interesting choice for George.
Yeah. Now, no greatest hits or live albums. They're not allowed.
Shave Fish
Oh,
is
well, now I
yeah,
have to change my list. No more shaved fish.
Paul's got all 6 of Paul McCartney's live albums on his list.
Wingspan. Yeah,
Has he got 6?
I don't know.
at
That
least.
last one, that Amiibo gig or whatever, that
Amiibo,
was
that
so
was good.
good.
Is
That
it
was
good?
really-
I don't have that.
It is so good. Yeah.
Oh.
It really is. It's one of his better ones.
It might be
Oh,
one
I
of
got
his
it. I
best.
need to get it then.
You do.
Yes.
And put it on your list if Larry would let you.
Well, I can't because it's live.
I know.
Ringo is
Okay.
the last true Beatles. Well, all 4 of the Beatles were on it. That's for sure.
Okay, my number 10 pick is Ringo, the Ringo album.
Oh, that's way
Ta-da.
Well, my number 10 is 33 1/3.
Good choice.
I lost count. I have Time Takes Time.
You have what?
Time Takes Time.
Time Takes Time.
Really? Interesting. I've never heard that album, but people say it's really good. I got to give it a shot. Okay, sorry for the visual. Flowers in the Dirt. Really? You know what? There's some stinkers on here, but the songs that are on here that are good are freaking awesome.
It's a good album.
Yeah.
I think it's underrated, actually. I think it's a pretty fine album.
Number 9.
Number
For me,
9.
Number
Number
9.
9.
Well, it's fitting. It's
Number
John
9.
Lennon, Imagine.
Number 9.
Wow, that's low on the list, Larry.
Yep.
I should just say what Larry says.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should just all agree with Larry.
Well, my number 9 is also fitting. It's Cloud 9.
I too. Well, I can't show you my list because that'll spoil it. I have Imagine at 9 as well.
Yeah.
Wow. Neither of you guys know what the hell you're doing. I've got Flaming Pie at 9. I like this album. Pretty strong. Yeah.
Number 8 is, for me, this is when I became a Paul McCartney fan again after kind of ignoring him for years. Memory Almost Full. Dead silence. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So
That's
my
what I
memory's
really-
almost full.
That's another good album. I always liked it.
Yeah.
Shocked at Imagine number 9. I am too.
Shocked and amazed, yeah.
Shocked.
It must be number 9 because 2 of us had it there.
That's true.
Okay, Jack.
Okay, what are we at? 8? I've got
Yep.
Venus and Mars. Awesome.
I nearly put that on my list, but I didn't. It's good. I have a lot of fond memories about that one. Anyway, I have, what are we at, 8? I have London Town.
Yeah, I love that.
Wow, London Town. Very cool.
Can't wait for that to be remastered.
Jack and I are a match. Venus and Mars.
Yeah, good. Next up, number 7 for me is John Lennon's Walls and Bridges.
Close.
I'm almost right. Yeah.
My number 7 is John Lennon as well. Imagine.
7, I have Living in the Material World.
Great album. Jack, what's going on, buddy? Imagine, number 7. We matched again.
This is like Match Game.
This is.
Number 6 for me is Band on the Run.
Great album. My number 6 is Flowers in the Dirt.
I have
Way
Walls,
too high, Jack.
Yeah, I have Walls and Bridges.
I have Band on the Run.
You already showed that.
Yeah.
No, I
Put that
didn't.
away.
I didn't show that one. I did, honest.
Now, for years and years, I used to think this wasn't a very good album until the archive editions came out. Red Rose Speedway is awesome.
My next one is Band on the Run.
And that's number what? Number 5?
5. Yeah. I have Chaos and Creation in the Backyard.
Oh, that's gonna. Larry's gonna. I got a feeling Larry's gonna have that up high. I'm going with Walls and Bridges.
Close.
Number 5. I haven't shown it yet.
My number 4 is, I think this will be most people's number 1, but it's number 4 for me. George Harrison's All Things Must Pass.
Oh, jeez. Please. Can my internet go out?
My next one is McCartney.
Yep.
My number 4 is Ringo.
Yeah.
It's such a great album. It really is good.
It's a fun
Can't
album.
argue with you. It is a fun album.
It's a fun album.
Jack, I don't know what's going on, buddy. McCartney.
Yeah. That sure
3
has
out of the 12.
gone up in stature over the years, hasn't it? Because when it came out, it was pretty well panned.
Yeah.
My number 3 is Chaos and Creation in the Backyard by Paul McCartney.
You don't even have a backyard.
I know. I have a basement, though.
So do I.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, so my next one is Plastic Ono Band.
Number 3 is Plastic Ono Band?
One, I mean.
My number 3 is New.
I like that album. Number 3, that's pretty high.
I need to listen to that again.
It what got me interested in Paul McCartney again after not being interested for 20 years.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid album.
It's a great album.
Ram, my number 3.
Jeff Rowland says Chaos and Creation is overrated. Jeff, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's underrated.
No, I just said backyards are overrated.
Yeah.
Yes.
My number 2 is John Lennon Plastic Ono Band.
Copycat.
My number 2, All Things Must Pass.
Plastic Ono Band.
Paul knows what he's talking about. Listen to this man. Plastic Ono Band.
That's this week, though.
Yeah.
Next week, it'll be number 1 again.
And my number 1 is, what do you think it's going to be for number 1?
Ram.
What do you think, Jack?
Oh, yeah, Ram, for sure.
Ringo the Fourth.
It's so good, I've never even heard it. The cover scared me away. It is Paul McCartney's Ram, one of the greatest albums ever.
Well, Larry, I totally agree with you. My number 1's Ram, too.
Yep.
Mine is All Things Must Pass, all versions except for the 2020 version.
But what did you really think
But
of
I
that?
shouldn't want to be controversial.
Yeah.
All Things Must Pass. And just to be controversial, I like the remix more than I don't like it. So, but I love the original mix too, so I'm good. All Things Must Pass. Greatest solo Beatles album. Regardless of which one you like, it's amazing.
So we'll take a little break from our Beatles versus Beatles songs, and we'll answer questions. Just doesn't have to be Beatles related, but if anyone has questions about music, we'll answer them. Except Paul, he doesn't like to answer questions. He's kind of snobby that way.
I'll answer them, but it might not be the truth.
Ooh, look at that. Is that authentic? Is that real?
It's real. It's like it's in the real
Yeah, you're
world.
holding it. It must be real.
It's a Beatle buck.
I'm going to take it down to Guatemala and see if I can get anything for it.
A lot of fine albums, no matter what order they're in. Yes.
Yes. You know, the whole thing with a list like that, the first 4 were easy, and after that, it's just a hodgepodge.
Yeah.
I agree.
For me. The first 4 were like bang, bang, bang. And then after that, it really doesn't matter. Honestly.
Yeah. I find that with most of the lists I do on ranking stuff. Usually the first 4 or 5 are like bang, and then after that you kind of shuffle them around.
I just picked my 4 favorites from each of the 4 guys, and then the rest was just filling in the blanks.
Glenn, here's a question for you. What's your favorite Larry Graves LP?
I would say Redneck Canadian is probably my favorite one.
Thank
I
you.
like the one Sounds of Silence because you don't actually hear them.
Yeah. The instrumental version of Redneck Canadian is really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Double Fantasy. Yeah. That's a great album too. Lists are hard to do, I know. And they change too.
Well, I just find the top are easy, the bottom's easy. It's the middle, like it's totally in flux. It's just like, whatever. Yeah.
The Lennon side of Double Fantasy. How do you guys like? Do you guys like the Yoko Ono songs on Double Fantasy?
I do. Yeah. I like Yoko Ono's most of her music. Damn the Torpedoes.
Well, yeah. How can you not like that album?
Yeah. He was one of the greats.
Great album.
Covers help.
For Dylan, yeah. You do the good one.
Hello, Dylan.
Look, I've got a new member. Joseph Robertson became a YouTube member. Thank you, Joseph.
Wow, congratulations.
The other three are very jealous right now.
What happens next?
Well, it doesn't say he became a member of your channel. It just says he joined YouTube. So he's up for grabs. We can fight over him.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Let's watch the cab ride with Lennon Dillon. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah. Jeff Rowland, $5. Oh, I've got to split it. So each of us gets $1.25. Thank you very much, Jeff. You didn't
That's
have to
first money I've ever made on YouTube. That's great.
I'm gonna frame it. I'll take mine in pennies.
American pennies.
Yeah, Yoko songs were good on Double Fantasy. Julie, I'm late to arrive. Hey, all.
We'll have to do the list again.
Yeah, we have to start over again. Ports, Beatles, Stones, or The Who? The Beatles.
Well, that's a good question. I like all three, so there you go.
No, you have to make a choice.
I do not. Nobody can make me make a choice.
Okay, in order.
Oh,
for me, it would be the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and The Who.
Beatles, Who, Stones.
Yeah.
Beatles, Stones, Who.
Or next week it might be Who, Stones, Beatles. I don't know.
Is somebody making a noise like it's you hear
it? Yeah,
I can hear a clicking noise too.
Yeah. It's not me.
It's not me.
Hold on a
second.
second.
It has to be you.
Oh well.
It's like you have a tin can.
Okay, I'll mute, and if it goes away, it's me. So I'm muting.
Okay, try it. It went away.
I can still hear it though.
Glenn just froze again. I think it was Glenn.
Yeah, it's still happening when I mute. So, whose turn is next?
Maybe it's because you're using headphones, Glenn.
There, it stopped when. Oh, there it is again.
Any thoughts on Aldo Nova? Loved Fantasy. I know that song.
He didn't really. Well, I don't know how many albums he's got out, but that's about the only one you ever hear on the radio, anyway.
Yeah, but I think he did a lot of studio work too.
Is he still around, or did he get sick?
No, we've got two of them. No. Oh, man.
I have no idea what the hell's going on there. My iPad. Does anybody use iPads?
Obviously not.
The new generation of iPads suck.
I've used Brillo pads.
Yeah.
They used to be so reliable. Now they suck. Every day Apple wants to update whatever, and they freeze up, and it just. I hate. It's ridiculous.
So Larry, if you can mute people, if you go around and mute people,
yeah,
then we'll see where the noise is coming from.
Okay, I muted you, Paul. I'm still hearing it. So unmute. Now, Glenn. can still hear it. Maybe it's me. Unmute. Oh,
So-
Jack, you're in trouble if it's you.
It's Jack.
It's Jack.
You're clicking.
We
Not
can't hear you.
clicking at all.
You're muted.
Let's leave him like that anyway. You're
It
sounds
clicking,
like
Jack.
somebody,
Start or
sounds like somebody clicking the keyboard, right?
Are you
Is
clicking
somebody
something,
clicking the
Jack?
keyboard?
No, I have no idea what the problem is, honestly. So
Now it stopped.
Now it stopped.
Oh,
Now it started again.
Now it started. Now it stopped.
What if I mute myself? Let me know if you hear it still.
can you guys hear?
Yeah, it's still going on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think it's my cat.
Somebody's microphone, yeah. There's some body's microphone, yeah. Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, or Deep Purple. Ooh. I'll go with Zeppelin.
Zeppelin.
Although I
Zeppelin.
really like Deep Purple too.
Me too.
Wasn't
Jack?
into Sabbath.
Jack, can you hear us? Oh, Zeppelin. Yes, he does.
Yep.
Guys know who Emmett Rhodes was?
He was a wrestler.
No, he was a solo artist in the early 70s, and I guess he was pretty talented and kind of like a Paul McCartney. That noise is so annoying.
That sound is weird.
Yeah.
I know. I think that every time Larry speaks too, but you know, what do you do? He's hosting this.
Jack's on a party
Jack's
line.
on a party line. Are you on a party line, Jack?
I'll bet you he doesn't know what a party line is.
Geez,
That's
do
old
they still
school.
have those?
I don't think so.
Oh, he's saying it's the fan. Try turning your fan off for a second.
Oh.
Why would it be the fan?
I don't think it is. But
Sounds like a beaver having a good night's nap.
No, it's not the fan.
Client just turned 73.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
After the Gold Rush, Harvest, Tonight's the Night, and American Stars and Bars. Wow.
Tonight's the Night is my favorite.
Me too. Out of those, me too.
What were the choices? I lost you guys. Where'd you go? Here you go. Harvest Nights Tonight. I gotta go after Golden.
Someone eating Triscuits.
So did you see Don Everly died today?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Phil and Don.
yeah.
Not knocking at the door anymore.
No, let him in.
Someone typing, happy birthday, Robert.
Well, happy birthday, Robert.
Robert who? Which Fleetwood Mac album is your favorite? Ooh, you know, I kind of like the first one from '75 with Buckingham and Nicks.
Yeah.
I like that better than Rumors, actually.
I'm going
Got
Tusk.
really, really amazing tracks on it.
I like Tusk. But I like
Yeah.
all three of those
That's
albums.
what I was going to say, Tusk for me. What about you, Jack?
Super Tramp.
well, I gotta be kind of cliche, but I gotta go with Rumors.
Yep, Super Tramp. I'd say my favorite is Even in the Quietest Moments.
I like the live Supertramp album, Paris. That's a really good live album.
Larry said they don't count.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
a lot of people aren't a big fan of Neil's singing voice, but yeah, a lot of people don't like Bob Dylan's singing voice either. I think they both go beyond their singing voices. I mean, the guys are amazing composers.
There's a video on YouTube somewhere that I've seen where George is in a recording studio and he's talking about Neil Young. And I don't think he specifically talks about his voice, but he does kind of make a general comment that he doesn't like Neil Young. And then he said when they were on the Bob Dylan, that anniversary show, the Bob Fest, the 30th anniversary or whatever it was from Madison Square Gardens, that when they were all on stage playing a song together, I forget what song they all did on stage together, but they said everything was going good. And then I hear this guitar and I'm going, what the heck is that going on? Like I didn't like it at all. And it was Neil. It was Neil's solo.
Phil Collins or Peter Gabriel? Peter Gabriel for me.
Oh yeah, by a mile.
It's apples and oranges, that one.
Really?
I'm not going to say.
What about you, Jack?
I'm not a big Genesis fan, but I actually prefer Collins' vocals, so.
Not a Surf, Let Go. It's brilliant.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got Jack. Jack, you can do your Beatles list now. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Beatles battles. Okay. Yes, it is versus No Reply.
Yes, it is.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to go with that too. I really like John's vocal on that.
Yeah, me too. Yes, it is. Great harmonies and great. Yeah, got to go with John.
And I think that Jack froze. Look at that.
That's Jack Frost. Break me up.
That was pretty good.
Jack, what happened? Where did you go?
I'm on the top tier. It's only because I didn't screw anything up.
Yeah. Okay, next, Jack. We all picked Yes, It Is, by the way, just in case you didn't hear it.
Okay. Nowhere Man versus In My Life.
In My Life.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
For sure. In My Life, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's the better song.
Rocky Raccoon versus Blackbird.
Blackbird.
I'll go with Blackbird.
Blackbird. Geez, we're all in agreement on all these so far.
Good Morning versus Good Day Sunshine.
It should have been Good Morning versus Good Night, but that's okay.
I'm going to say
I
Good
didn't even
Morning.
think of it, but that would have been
Good
an
morning,
easy
good
one,
morning.
though.
Good Morning. Yeah, I like Good Morning, Good Morning. It's just, it's more upbeat.
I like Good Morning, too. I don't like cornflakes, though.
Yeah, Yoko's on the speakerphone playing with her false teeth.
I'll Be Back versus She's Leaving Home.
I'll Be Back.
I'll be back.
She's Leaving Home.
Did you get my Schwarzenegger reference there? Just in case.
Yes, I did.
I'll Be Back. I heard that.
But I didn't laugh.
Not a bit like Cagney.
I'm trying to do Stallone. Uh-oh.
Hey.
We insulted him again, and he's gone.
Let's do a song and dance while we're waiting for Jack to come back.
No more Snap, Crackle, Pop.
So, guys, the 26th of August, this is coming Thursday, they're going to be the big announcement on the Let It Be set. That's kind of exciting. No? Yes?
I've been bitten too many times.
Is it going to be as good as the George Harrison All Things Must Pass Deluxe CD box set?
I don't know. We
It's
better
gonna
not
be
go there.
smaller.
I heard they're going to reissue the George Harrison one, but this time it's coming in a coffin.
Oh,
Ooh.
ouch. Ooh, ouch.
He
But I
sounds,
shan't want to be controversial.
Paul, you sound bitter.
So you don't think it's going to be a cool set to let it be
Of
set?
course it is. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just too many times paying too much money for ever decreasing benefit.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know, right?
I'm getting really jaded about this stuff.
Well, they got so many hours of tapes. It'd just be interesting to see what they're going to give us for. I think that the heart of this is definitely going to be the outtakes and demos and jams when they were at recording the Let It Be movie.
Here's the thing, though. Like, that stuff has been so heavily bootlegged over the last 50 years. Like, is there anything we haven't heard yet? No?
Yeah, but I would say how many Beatles fans out there? Like, I don't have any of those bootlegs, and I'm a huge Beatle fan.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So,
That's true.
Yeah.
I suppose there's a lot that have not heard it, but
yeah, I've heard a lot of it.
It's just hard to get excited after so much hype and disappointment. So I'm just gonna keep a conservative mind about it all.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they're going to come up with too, especially packaging and stuff. It's going to be interesting to see how they handle it.
Okay, Jack.
Jack.
Yeah, our Wi-Fi here is like totally crashing out, so that's probably what was explaining the noise and everything. It was just like progressively getting worse.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
get
it's
out
much
here.
better.
I can't use too much data.
Yeah.
You're not crackling it anymore.
Yeah, I put data on, so because our Wi-Fi is totally down right now, but I can't use too much of it, so
Oh.
I gotta get
Okay.
out of here.
All right.
Okay.
I don't want to leave you, but
Okay, thank you.
yeah, sorry it didn't
So-
work out.
Larry
That's
can
okay.
do his list.
Yeah, I'll do my list.
Take
All
care,
right.
Jack. We'll talk later.
Been a good
We'll
time.
still be on
All
in
right.
7 hours, so come back then.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
my Wi-Fi comes up, I'll
Yeah.
Okay.
thank
Take
you.
care. All right.
See
Take
ya.
care, Jack. Good
see
meeting you.
everybody who's watching.
Bye.
Jack, visit the links, except for Fit to Be Tie-Dyed, because they didn't know you'd be on. The links are in below the video. For Fit to Be Tie-Dyed, just go to his channel. Actually, your channels are at the bottom of my front channel. The links for your channels.
There you go.
Well, thanks,
Yeah.
Larry. The noise is gone. Yes, and so is Jack.
The noise is still
You don't
here.
have to be Columbo to figure that out.
The noise is still here. He's got curly hair and wearing a blue shirt.
Yeah.
I got to get back at him for some of the comments I've been taking.
Okay,
So-
let's do my list now. It's back
You
to
Won't
me.
See Me was covered by Anne Marie. Yes, it was.
Zoom in on Larry.
Let's forget that.
Thanks, Jack. Yeah.
Bye,
I hope he doesn't feel bad about the sound. You can't help technology.
Hey,
at all,
no.
so.
Technology is our friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. More Beatles songs, and I'll let the viewers chime in too. Lady Madonna versus Old Brown Shoe.
Oh. I'm gonna go with Old Brown Shoe.
Yeah.
Me too. I love that song.
Yeah.
It's funky.
Yeah. I think it's an underrated Beatles song.
Underrated George song, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Lady Madonna, Old Brown Shoe, Lady Madonna.
How many of us actually have old brown shoes?
Not anymore. Not since I retired.
Yeah. Let It Be versus Something.
I'm gonna go with Let It Be. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I am too.
I
That
am
is
too.
hard.
Let's
Let
see
It
what
Be.
others think here. Let It Be versus Something.
We already answered that one.
Yeah, I know. Something? Ooh, difficult.
Yes. That is hard.
Something?
Do we mean let it be the album version or the single version?
It doesn't matter. Just let it be.
Well, there's a difference. I like
Get
the
all
version
technical.
with George's guitar solo.
Yeah, on the album.
You know, I've got a version where they put the two together. It sounds really cool.
Oh, that'd be neat.
On a bootleg, yeah, and they've got both solos playing in the, yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
Get Back versus the Ballad of John and Yoko.
Get Back.
Ballad of John and Yoko.
Yeah, Ballad of John and Yoko for me.
Well, you two are wrong, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
I Want to Hold Your Hand versus I Saw Her Standing There.
I saw her standing there.
Yes, I saw her standing there.
I Want to Hold Your Hand for me. Here, There, and Everywhere versus Blackbird.
Here, there, everywhere.
I got to go here, there, and everywhere. That was our wedding song. So my wife, if she's watching, would shoot me if I didn't say that.
Yeah, you better say that one.
Hey Bulldog versus Everybody's Got Something to Hide Except for Me and My Monkey.
Hey Bulldog.
Hey Bulldog by a mile. I love the guitar in that song.
Yeah. Hey Bulldog. Blackbird, Here, There, and Everywhere. Baby, You're a Rich Man versus I'll Get You.
Baby, You're a Rich Man.
Yeah, Baby, You're a Rich Man.
Easier to type.
Easier to type out.
That's a good one.
Touche.
This Boy versus Yes It Is.
Ooh.
Oh, this boy.
This boy for sure. The vocals in that song are incredible.
John's vocals are incredible in that song.
Mm-hmm.
Like the range, he demonstrates his full range there. It's great.
Yeah.
You Know My Name, Look Up the Number versus Piggies.
Ooh, Piggies. I like Piggies. I'm going with Piggies.
I like them both too, but I'm going to go with You Know My Name, Look Up the Number.
Yeah, so would I. Yeah.
You're wrong, but that's okay.
We're getting used to being wrong.
I Want to Tell You versus The Inner Light.
Oh. Ooh. Oh. I want to tell you.
I'm going The Inner Light. I love George's sitar stuff.
I do too, but not on that one.
Where am I here?
You're in Trenton.
Oh, yeah. It's All Too Much versus Within You Without You.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. That's tougher than the last tough one. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna go Within You Without You. I just love the melody.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful melody.
Me too, Within You Without You. One of my top probably 5 Beatles songs.
Yeah. 8 Days a Week versus Can't Buy Me Love.
8 days a week. I think it's
Can't
I think it's the only song where they did a fade in.
Yeah. It's interesting. I'm going with Can't Buy Me Love. Great rocker. Oh, that's not nice, Jeff. That's a weird question. That's an interesting question.
I'd
At
save
the
Ringo.
time, too,
I'd
not
save
now.
Ringo because nobody else would.
Yeah. So this is going back to 1968 or 67. Oh man. Ooh. I'd save Mal Evans.
Across the Universe versus Let It Be.
Well, the original version of Across the Universe I would take over Let It Be, but not the Let It Be version, no.
Yeah, I got to go with Across the Universe. Just lyrically, it's such a beautiful song.
I prefer the original version before it was overdubbed, but
Yeah.
I Want You, She's So Heavy versus Revolution, the single.
Oh, Revolution.
I Want You, She's So Heavy.
Yeah, I agree. Golden Slumbers versus Oh Darling.
I'm going to go with Oh Darling. I like what Paul does vocally on that.
Yeah.
I'm going Golden Slumbers.
Yeah, either one for me.
Yeah, both incredible.
Candomic Reaction Channel, another. So each of us get what? How do you split $5? Three ways.
What does this mean? $5?
It's super
3 ways.
chat. It's super chat. People
give me
$3 give me money because they like me.
Splitting it 3 ways, you give me $3, and each of you gets $1.
Larry, if you get 2 or 3 more of these, you're buying lunch on Tuesday.
Damn it! Stop sending me money, please. But thank you very much, Candomic Reaction Channel. I appreciate. Get a lottery ticket, Larry, and say hi to the cats. I want you. Well, John Pixton, lots of people. Oh, you mean the song?
He's taken.
Yeah, John, come up with your $5 maybe, and you might get a shot.
Yeah, looking in the cash. Me, Mr. Mustard. Ooh. Okay, Penny Lane versus She Said, She Said.
She Said, She Said.
Both great songs. I'm going with Penny Lane. I just love the imagery there of the area of Liverpool. Put to my board CDs and gluten-free Subway.
Penny Lane, lots of Penny Lane. While My Guitar, this is going to be a difficult one, I bet. While My Guitar Gently Weeps versus Dear Prudence.
While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
I agree. Paul knows what he's talking about. He's a smart man.
Act Naturally versus Don't Pass Me By.
I try to do both, but I'm gonna go with Don't Pass Me By. Ringo wrote it.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with Paul.
I love that song now. Yeah.
Don't Pass Me By. Meet the Beatles versus the Beatles' second album.
See, that means nothing to me because in Canada we didn't have those till the late '60s. So
yeah,
those aren't albums I'm real familiar with, to be honest.
That's kind of our Beatlemania, with the Beatles, Beatlemania versus Long Tall Sally, kind of, right?
Yeah. Twist and Shout.
Your Blues versus Helter Skelter.
Oh, Helter Skelter.
Helter Skelter, me too.
Yeah. I think I
mono version.
I'd go with Your Blues. I love that now.
I think the mono version, it rocks. Man, it rocks.
Yeah, it's good, but I wish they would have included the Got Blisters on My Fingers at the end, though.
Well, it's a different take, but yeah.
Yeah. Should have dubbed it in somehow.
The mono version, you got to crank that. It's amazing.
It is.
A Hard Day's Night versus Ticket to Ride.
I'm going to go with A Hard Day's Night.
Ticket to Ride.
Yeah, that's difficult. I think A Hard Day's Night. Wait, two of my favorite less known Beatles songs. Wait versus Every Little Thing.
Wait, Every Little Thing. I like Every Little Thing. And, you know, that was their homage to Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
I'm going with that one.
I am too, Every Little Thing. Isn't that, didn't e.s.t do a cover of Every Little Thing?
Yeah. Have
Yeah.
you heard it?
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, it's really good. She's Leaving Home versus Yesterday.
She's Leaving Home Yesterday.
She left home yesterday.
You got to go with Yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm going with She's Leaving Home.
No, I said you got to go with
Yeah,
Yesterday.
you've got to go with
Okay,
Yesterday.
yesterday. Yesterday.
There's a Place versus Bad Boy.
Sorry, what was that? I was too busy in a giggle.
Yeah. There's a Place versus Bad Boy.
Bad Boy, because it's a rocker.
Yeah, I gotta say it's for the same reason.
Would you guys consider Jeff Lynne an honorary Beatle?
No.
No.
Not even close.
Very talented guy, though. George Martin was the fifth Beatle.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
No, Derek, we're doing Beatles songs. I've made a list here. He could have been a fifth Beatle.
He could be a sixth or seventh.
Yeah.
No, he didn't do half of what George Martin did.
No.
Yeah, he was only on it, one album really.
Why don't we do it in the road versus Savoy Truffle?
Well, because one is illegal.
And you could get hurt.
Savoy Truffle. It's a real song.
Yeah.
No.
Savoy.
Why don't we do it in the road for me?
Really?
Yeah. Revolution number 1 versus Sexy Sadie.
Yeah, I like Revolution 1. I really
Yeah.
I got a cool vibe. I'm going with it. It's got a cool vibe to it.
Revolution number 1.
Another Girl versus The Night Before. 2 underrated.
Oh, similar type songs, really.
They're very similar. Yeah. See, I get the visuals now because they're both in the movie, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Another Girl because I like the scene in the movie. It's a stupid reason, but I'm going with that one.
It is kind of a nice. I agree with you for that reason.
That's the one they did.
Paul's got pretending he's playing the guitar against the girl.
And
right?
George is throwing rocks, or John's throwing rocks at George.
That's a good scene. Yeah, I agree.
Wild Honey Pie, but I like Revolution number 9. I like both songs or tracks.
Well, there's only one song there, but yeah.
Yeah, I'd go Wild Honey Pie just because.
You like me too much. It's true.
Well, Wild Honey
like me too much.
Wild Honey Pie.
I don't.
So
we could debate that for another hour.
It's getting close to loving me, so stop it, okay?
Yeah, Wild Honey Pie.
But anyway, you like me too much versus you won't see me.
You won't see me. You like me too much. Those again are very similar. I'm gonna go with You Won't See Me.
Me too. You won't see me.
Yeah.
You can't see me.
Well, I won't see you. Even if you're not doing that, I won't. I refuse.
But wait, tell me what you see versus the word.
Tell me what you see.
Tell me what you see.
Yeah. And the final one. This one goes out to Bob, better known as Janet Sampson. I think it's his favorite Beatles song. One of them is Nowhere Man versus I'm Looking Through You.
Nowhere Man versus I'm Looking Through You. Nowhere Man.
Nowhere Man.
Nowhere Man.
Nowhere
There you go,
Man.
Paul.
That was Nowhere Man.
Nowhere, comma, Man. Okay. I can do this. I just figured out a way. How many songs do I need? How many comparisons?
Get
As
them
many
all.
as you can come up with.
I know how to do this. This is easy.
Revolution number 9 because it's much longer.
Oh, that's kind of weird. Yeah, that's a weird comparison.
Okay.
Yeah, Nowhere Man's a great song. You're right, Zach.
I'm just gonna do this randomly.
Run for Your Life versus Girl.
Girl.
I'm gonna go Run
Is
for
this-
Your Life.
Who's this? Oh, this is
Oh.
commenters. Okay.
The viewers, yeah.
I'm gonna go with Girl.
Okay, Paul, what you got?
Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. This is random. Okay, so we'll start off with things we said today versus I Am the Walrus.
I'm the
Oh,
Walrus.
I Am the Walrus.
Okay. How many more do you want? Okay.
30 more,
Getting
29
back-
more.
Getting Better versus Penny Lane.
Penny Lane.
Penny Lane.
Okay. Those are pretty easy so far. Maxwell's Silver Hammer versus Words of Love. That's a cover, but we'll do that.
Maxwell Silverhammer.
Words of Love. I like that Buddy Holly cover.
Yeah, I'm going with Words of Love. Okay. Let's get an early one. Well, somebody did that. What else? Don't Bother Me, Larry.
Okay. I won't.
Versus Paperback Rider.
Paperback Rider.
Paperback Rider.
See, I'm gonna go with Don't Bother Me.
Paperback
I really like that
Rider.
song.
Paperback Rider.
Sounds just like the song. How do you do that?
All right, Octopus's Garden versus Yellow Submarine. Hey, we'll get into the nautical.
Yellow
theme.
Submarine.
Yellow Submarine.
I'm going with Octopus's Garden. Yep, I am. Okay. Carry That Weight. Okay. Versus Helter Skelter.
Ooh, I love both
Helter
those.
Skelter.
I got to go with Carry That Weight because it's such an integral part of the medley at the end of Abbey Road.
Yeah, I'm going with that too. I just love the guitar solos.
Yeah.
The three of them trading off there. Yeah. I'm going to go with that one too. Okay. I Will versus Julia. Two similar vibes there.
Julia.
I Will.
I think I'll do Julia on that one. Yeah. Yeah, that's my answer. I'm sticking to it. Okay. Back in the USSR versus Hey Bulldog.
Ooh.
Back in the USSR.
Hey Bulldog.
Can once we realized that Ringo wasn't playing on Back in the USSR. Like when the album came out, none of us really knew that, right?
No.
But when you hear it now, you kind of realize, yeah, the drums aren't quite as.
They're not the same, no.
Yeah, it isn't the same. It's
Yeah.
and with
Dear
Prudence drums are pretty good.
I'm gonna stick with Hey Bulldog on that one too, I think. Okay, what's another one here? Okay, I'm a Loser. Larry's a Loser. I'm a Loser versus
Notice I'm the only one who wasn't a loser in the three.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. I'm a Loser versus I'm Down.
I'm Down.
Again, two great songs, and I'm going with I'm Down. I just love that freaking. That's such a rocker.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm a Loser.
Yeah, well, we would too.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn.
We all agree.
We did. Somebody did this boy, right? Okay. Devil in Her Heart versus. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Devil in Her Heart versus. Shoot. Eleanor Rigby.
Those songs are almost identical. Eleanor Rigby.
Here's a quick one by Derek. Piggies versus Matchbox. Piggies.
I'm going Matchbox.
Okay, how about Boys versus I was going to do that with another one. Boys versus Anytime at All.
Anytime at all. That got rid of him. Way to go, Paul. We did it. We got rid of Glenn.
Glenn got killed.
That worked. That idea of yours worked.
Write that down. Don't lose that formula.
It's whatever you said. It's just he was out of here.
Maybe it was my hand gesture. He's back.
Why were you upset this
What,
time?
did you go away to consult with somebody on that one, or what's going on?
No, I had to think about that. Anytime at all.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Boys. I just what was the one Boys, yeah. Because I just love Ringo's vocal on that. I think he really rocks out on that. That's great.
Does.
Yeah. Okay, so here's another one, because this is a comparison I often think of. Money versus Twist and Shout.
Twist and Shout.
So John's vocals are both fantastic on both, maybe two of his best rock and screaming kind of vocals on both those songs.
I know.
Yeah, I'm going with Money. Man. That's raw.
I'm gonna go with Money too. Because Twist and Shout, great as it is, Money just seems a little more polished. I don't know. Anyway, that's fine. Okay, double-sided thing here. Day Tripper versus We Can Work It Out.
We Can Work It Out.
Day Tripper. Great guitar riff.
Yeah, I like the riff. Yeah, I'm gonna go Day Tripper on that one. Okay, so in a similar vein, how about Rain versus Paperback Rider? Because that was a double side. That was
Rain.
Right?
I'm going Rain.
Yeah, go Rain. I think I'll go Rain on that one too.
Great drums from Ringo on that one.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into the epic stuff. So let's think about. I don't want to give you time to think about it, so let me pick the songs first. I got one. What's another epic track? Okay, A Day in the Life versus Hey Jude.
A Day in the Life.
Day in the Life.
Well, that was too easy then.
The greatest song of all time.
Let's think
about
A
Day in the Life. Yeah, I'm gonna go with A Day in the Life on that one. Okay, this is kind of fun, especially when you're unprepared.
This was my idea, Paul.
Yeah,
write that down.
It's still a good
the idea, man. Yeah,
and it's copyrighted. You can't do it on another live stream unless you mention my channel name and that I created this idea.
Okay. I'll probably.
Can someone please give Larry another $5 because I want a free sub on Tuesday.
How much are you going to eat, Glenn?
Well, I just want one. I just want one sub. I'm not asking too much.
How about Come Together versus Revolution?
Revolution.
I'm going to go Come Together. It's funky. I love that. I love that. It's great opening track for an album too.
It is.
A question here. Leave My Kitten Alone versus Slow Down. Why wasn't Leave My Kitten Alone released?
I don't know. That's beyond me because that's a real rocker. Like instead of doing a cover version on an album, they could have put that on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a mystery to me too.
I would say Leave My Kitten Alone.
All right.
I'll take that.
8 Days a Week versus Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride, easy.
Ticket to Ride, easy, yes.
Apparently that's easy because I'll go with that too. Because I don't want to cause conflict.
Good.
Don't.
Somebody did we do? Oh, okay. No, I don't think we did. Okay, Mr. Moonlight versus
the other song. I choose the other song.
Should I start over? Versus Dizzy Miss Lizzy.
Ooh, that hurt.
Yeah. Not so sure now, are you?
I think Mr. Moonlight is, because John's vocal on that is really good.
He hated that song.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, he hated it.
He hated the song?
He hated everything about Mr. Moonlight. He did not like that.
John hated a lot of songs.
Yeah.
I'm going with the other one.
Dizzy Miss
Lizzy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will too. But I agree. I love John's vocal on Mr. Moonlight. But he did not like that song. Okay, so Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds versus Strawberry Fields Forever.
Strawberry Fields Forever.
Strawberry Fields Forever, my favorite Beatles song.
I'm going to go with Lucy.
Wow. Paul.
And
you call yourself a Beatles fan.
Yeah, you call yourself a Beatles fan.
I do.
You're fit to be tied. So I'm fit to be tie-dyed.
I still do.
Yeah, that was another good song. That Means a Lot. I thought that could have been released.
That Means a Lot.
That was a really nice song.
I don't know. I always thought it sounded kind of schlocky, to be honest. Like sort of like, yeah. I don't know. I can see why it never made it on the album.
There you go, Glenn.
Daydream Believer.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a couple more.
Thanks, Ernest. I'm a big Monkees fan. Like that.
How about? We already did one from that era. Long Tall Sally. Another cover, right?
Yep.
One of their best covers.
Yeah. Versus. Let's put that one up against Twist and Shout. Long Tall Sally versus Twist and Shout.
Two great covers.
It's kind of like, it's kind of like Paul versus John there.
Wow. Larry's thinking.
I already said it.
Oh, I didn't hear. What'd you say?
Yeah, I said Twist and Shout.
Oh, I'm saying Long Tall Sally.
Okay. I'm going to go with I shouldn't even done this one because I can't decide.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Twist and Shout, but that could change. You remember the TV special McCartney did with Wings? It was a real early thing. It was like 73.
Yeah.
He did a TV special, and they did Long Tall Sally, and man, it smoked. It was unbelievably good.
Yeah, that's on the Red Rose Speedway. The DVD of that is.
Yeah, it was amazing. Okay, so do one more here. Okay, a couple of drug songs. All right, so Dr. Robert versus Got to Get You Into My Life.
Dr. Robert.
Got to Get You Into My Life.
I know, Glenn, but you have to be patient.
I'm trying, Larry.
I'm gonna go with Dr. Robert on that.
Paul didn't even hear that.
Dr. Robert has a YouTube channel. French guy from France. His name is Paul.
Yeah.
Does some interesting stuff. He's not done a lot of videos of late, but he's still out. He's still around. Okay, so that was my list.
I was gonna say.
I must say my list was a lot better than yours.
I would disagree. Mine was more evened out. Yours was all over the place.
Yeah.
My list was the worst. I'll take the worst list. You guys can fight.
Did you do your list yet? Yeah, you did at the start, right?
Where am I?
Yeah, it was a really memorable list.
yeah.
That's how meaningful your list was to me.
Yes.
Nice.
No, I was gonna say, do you not think John, like in the 70s, well, maybe even with the Beatles, that he was jealous of Paul? Because Paul, it was easy for Paul to write like melodic songs and all that, and he like later on he'd kind of put down like songs like Yesterday. I bet you when it came out, I think he probably liked it, right? I think it's just like and I'm not saying that Paul wouldn't be jealous of John's stuff, but he wouldn't go to the press and bash John's songs, right?
I think John probably recognized that Paul was the better musician.
Yeah.
I mean, that's hard to see. I mean, just, he's a master musician.
So do you
Not
think
that John isn't a good musician and a good composer. It's awesome, but I think you'd have to. I mean, McCartney's one of the greatest ever in terms the guy can come up with a melody in his sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, when he's sleeping, he does.
Yeah, exactly.
He wakes up, I got a song. It's called
Scrambled
Yesterday.
Eggs.
What do you think, Paul? Do you think he was?
I don't know. There's been so much stuff.
Or maybe he was just more honest, and Paul.
I think John was there's a good and bad side to John, and I think that was more pronounced than the other three. They all had good and bad sides, but John always wore his heart on his sleeve, right? And so. And I think honest is a good way of describing John. He was an honest person, and what he was. The thing with John is that what he was thinking at the moment, that's what came out of his mouth. But it's not necessarily what he continued thinking, because he would change very, very radically over a short period of time. But John tended to speak before he thought, and that was him. One of the things that I love about the Plastic Ono Band is of all the Beatles solo albums, and even any Beatles album, it's the most honest album that they did, either as a group or as an individual. It's a truly honest album. This is who I am. I'm putting it out there and exposing myself to the world. That took a lot of guts.
Yeah.
And I think that Paul could have done a lot more of that over the course of his career, rather than trying to be commercial. He could have done, and it's interesting because the albums where Paul was the most honest, I think, are his better albums. I think of Chaos and Creation in the Backyard. That's a brilliant album. Not necessarily because musically it's better or lyrically it's better. It's an honest album.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this is who I am, and I'm putting it out there. And I think, he could have done a lot more of that. I don't know if that answers the question or not, but as far as them being jealous of each other, I guess that's what we could read into it. But they're both very accomplished. And
maybe more competitive with each other than jealous of each other.
Well, what's really difficult with that kind of comparison is you're comparing John, not counting Double Fantasy. We only have about 4 albums to compare against Paul's how many? Yeah. And so it's really a tough comparison to make when we don't really know truly what John was capable of. on his own. We really don't know.
Yeah.
And so it's really a tough comparison.
Yeah, and you can't say, well, which Beatle had the best solo career, because it's not fair.
Well, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. You know, and when you look at John's, like I can remember living through that period, and John's first 4 albums, Mind Games was a little bit lesser than the other 3, but he was doing some really great stuff, and his music was very, very well thought of during those first 4 years after the breakup. You know, is not counting the experimental stuff and the stuff he did. Like Sometime in New York City was, I don't really think of that as a John solo album so much, but you know, those 4 albums that he did do, I think, are really outstanding music. And if you look at what Paul did during the same time period, I think John had the upper hand on what was going on, looking back and having lived through that. There's been a lot of revisionist thinking looking back in recent years. Like Ram is a classic example where everybody thinks Ram is a great album. Well, when Ram first came out, people did not think that. And in the context of the time, they looked at what Ringo was doing, what John was doing, what George was doing. And Ram was kind of considered not on par with that, which is interesting, but that's what it is. That's it. I'll say no more.
You froze Glenn with what you just said. He's in shock.
Did you write that formula down?
He's speechless.
He's speechless.
Very well said critique, comparison of Paul and John. Fully agree. Somebody agrees with you, Paul.
Well, you need to subscribe to my channel and unsubscribe from Larry's. Because you can't subscribe to both.
Oh my God, where is he? There.
There he goes. Good. The genie's out of the bottle again.
Hey, I can kick you from the studio. No, that's not the right one. There we go. Okay.
I always found, I'm a believer of the sum of the whole is greater than the sum of the parts, right? And I think we saw that not so much in the early 70s, but as time wore on, I think we saw that there's a lot of truth to that the sum of the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. And so I include John and Paul in that as well.
Always thought Paul was a bit too controlled. Didn't tend to show his emotions enough.
Well, Paul's a businessman, and putting out, like, I wouldn't say his music was contrived, but he had a very definite goal he was trying to accomplish with his music, and I think that comes through. And like I said, John was always more honest in his music, and whether people liked it or not, John wasn't really concerned about that. Or let's say he was less concerned about that than Paul was. That's the impression I get. But I didn't live with either one of those guys, so, I don't know. I think he's frozen again.
He is, yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, if he'd lived, it would have been absolutely fascinating to hear what he would have gotten into.
Yeah.
Because there was so much happened after 1980 that I'm sure John would have embraced a lot of that kind of stuff and maybe even taken the lead on some of it.
Yeah. There we go. Hey, Glenn can't make it back in. There's no room for him.
Boy, he's having some real internet problems.
Yeah, Paul loves to be loved. Yeah, but he grew up in a really positive environment, family, and so he didn't have that much.
Yeah, and and it's not. I don't mean it as a put down of either one of them. They're different personalities, and that's part of why they work so well together. That's part of why the sum of the whole was greater than the sum of the parts, is because they were very different people, but they were like brothers, and it's really good to hear that they were able to reconnect before John died, and that's I think the best outcome that we could have ever hoped for.
Glenn, the next time you disappear, you're not allowed to come back. Okay?
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Boy, he's a tough host, isn't he? Eh?
He is a tough host. Yeah, he's cruel.
You're banned from my channel for 1 month, which might be a good thing for you.
Okay, good. Then I won't have to come to your house on Tuesday, and I won't have to buy lunch. Perfect.
Well, I was
so
just joking,
win-win.
Glenn. I was just joking.
I think we got Milk and Honey. Well, Milk and Honey was okay, but it was unfinished.
Yeah.
I really wish John had not had that tragic end. Oh, absolutely.
Glenn, I've got a question for you because I don't know. What do you think of Yoko Ono's music, if you've heard it?
I can't. Well, obviously I've heard it, but I can't get into it. I just can't.
No.
I have such respect
just
for her as
like her
as
regular
a woman.
songs. You can't.
No, I just can't. But I have tremendous respect for her as a human being and a woman, and you know what she's accomplished, and not a Yoko basher in the least. But that's not something I could sit and put on and enjoy. So
you're basically a Yoko basher.
Not at all. Love her. Love the woman.
Yeah, and gnomes.
Paul, are you a Yoko fan? Music?
No, I'd say no. No, not really.
It's a tough listen.
Well, you know, the one thing I'll say about her is that during a certain period, she was an idiot. I'm sorry. I listened to the live Peace in Toronto album, and she destroyed it.
Yeah. It's
like
side one, and that's it.
I can
There's
never
only one
understand
side of that
why
album.
she was allowed to do that. I just cannot understand it.
No.
It's like I've always been perplexed why John let her do that. I mean, you've got John and Eric Clapton on stage together, and then you got this screaming banshee running around, and it's like, just shut up. You know, this is a moment in history, and you're totally. So that's, you know, but beyond that, I really don't have any interest in her. Did he freeze again? You did warn him.
I should give him like a 5-minute timeout.
Oh, wait a minute. He was moving there. Hang on. Oh, now he's gone. Poor Glenn. You know, he needs to pay his internet bill.
Glenn, you have to upgrade your computer because your computer is 25 years old.
What are you
I
using?
have Bell
Sean
5.
10?
I have highest speed internet. I'm sitting 2 feet away from my modem. I have no idea what's going on with this.
Glenn, is the modem plugged in?
Yes, it is. It's crazy. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I could use my laptop, but I can't use headphones with it, and the vocals will be weird. So I may try that next time.
What do they have out there in Ontario? What do they have out there in Ontario? Is it
56K?
Yeah.
Does it go beep when you log on?
Well, the hamster stopped. I just noticed the hamster stopped rolling the wheel in his cage.
Feed those little guys.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah.
I wonder if instant karma inspired Stanley Kubrick to make The Shining.
We all shine on. Is that?
We all shine on. Oh, that's a stretch.
Yeah.
Instant Karma. What an awesome
theory.
song. I love Instant Karma. What a great rocker.
Yeah.
It is a great song.
Fantastic song. See, now there's a song comparing John and Paul. Paul McCartney could not write a song like that. He did. That wasn't in him musically to come up with something like Instant Karma.
Yeah.
No.
On the other hand, he was able to write Helter Skelter. So what do I know? But anyway, it's just, you know, that's the difference between the two. John Lennon, he probably couldn't have ever written Maybe I'm Amazed either, you know.
But do you think Paul did try and copy John, I think, on Band on the Run with Let Me Roll It? he kind of used that same gritty guitar
raw
lick, and the vocals kind of sound like Lennonish to me.
Yeah. Well, I can hear that a little bit. Yeah. My brother got Plastic Ono Band on CD, and it had no CD in it. Huh.
Wasn't that interesting? Wow.
It's been a used one, maybe. Eh?
I like this one. I'm starting to think Glenn wants to be banned from Larry's channel. Is that true, Glenn?
Yeah, I'm a pretty shallow individual. She saw right through me. I'm trying his patience, but he's a patient man.
David T, please, before giving your opinion on Yoko music, listen to her albums before. Just for me personally, I have her albums, and her double album, Approximately Infinite Universe, is one of my all-time favorite double albums. Seriously.
Well, I don't think either Glenn and I did give an opinion on it. We basically said we don't.
No, I think what he means is, have you heard like her albums?
Well, not all, but again, I didn't really give an opinion on her. I just said I'm not interested in her.
Yeah.
No, that's I think as far as I would go. That's not really giving an opinion.
And Glenn, I was thinking for one of the CD swaps of giving you a Yoko Ono, but I won't.
I think you should. No, I would like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'll think about it.
Give me which one you think is the best, and I will.
Yeah. So would a double CD would still count as one? Okay.
Whoa. Hey, Bulldog.
Glenn, so a double CD when we exchange will still count as one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you give me a double too if you have one.
Okay.
In that, if you can think of one.
Just make sure there's a CD in it, you know.
Make sure there's CDs in it.
Okay, I'll do that.
There's a question for you two, because I don't really.
Do you guys collect vinyl?
Yes.
Gee, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
How many vinyl records do you think you have, Glenn?
See the two turntables back there.
I have sold my vinyl collection off twice in my life. The first time was because CDs came out, so I mean everybody kind of did that. The second time was about 10 or 12 years ago, which is the dumbest thing I ever did in my life. But I'm rebuilding a collection for the third time over the last 5 or 6 years. I got about 500 albums.
So when you go to sell that one off, let me know, will you?
I am not selling them out. They're dying with me. That's it.
I haven't heard that. No.
See, I'm not interested in that either. Wild Prairie. I've never heard it, but I'm not. Nothing against Linda. Yeah. Wonderful woman. But I hear "Woman of the House" on what album's that on?
Cook of the House.
Wings. Yeah, Cook of the House.
Beat of Sound.
Yeah, I can't listen.
I have
Coral Island by the Coral. No. They're better than Chumbawamba?
Or Ooga Booga?
Okay, we've got about 10 minutes left.
Oh, say everything you need to say in 10 minutes.
So get your questions out.
Let's all speak at the same time.
Yeah. And I apologize. I'm sure I've missed some comments or questions. It's hard to keep up with everybody all the time.
I sold off most of vinyl. See, I didn't really sell any vinyl. I just sort of put it in a cupboard, and my brother claimed it. But I wish I hadn't, because there's a lot of stuff I had that I wish I still had.
Oh yeah.
The Walrus is the dog. The dog is Brady.
Who is the dog? The dog's Martha.
There's the dog.
There's Brady.
There's Brady.
He's chilling. He goes out every once in a while, let the neighborhood know he's still around.
So once again, tell us about your YouTube channels, and I hope you guys subscribe to them. Go ahead. Fit to be tie-dyed.
Yes, my channel is Fit to be Tie-dyed. I do a lot of music and commentary and reviews and just stuff. Got quite a bit of Beatle content, but I try to do more than that because there's so many Beatle channels out there. I like to offer something different, and I like to talk about bands that meant a lot to me growing up and that people don't talk about. So I did a series on Free, did a series on their albums. I started a series on Golden Earring, which I'm going to continue. I did a series on the Guess Who's albums, and had the author of this book come on, and we did a live chat together.
Yep. And I've got that too, and it's excellent. Yeah.
Excellent book on the Guess Who. So yeah, I grew up in the 70s, although I was around the 60s, and the Beatles were the first thing I glommed onto. I can remember them on Ed Sullivan. But I was, my formative years, my teen years were in the 70s, so I'm really into that period of music. Yeah, and Larry's older than I am.
Yeah. But I don't dye my hair.
He curls it though.
Yeah.
He gets it permed every Tuesday.
He uses Dippity Doo. I went to the washroom when I was at his house, and there's a bottle of Dippity Doo sitting on the counter.
and brown hair dye in a big bottle.
Larry is totally fake. Like what you see, that's not Larry.
Yeah,
I'm a jerk in person, right, Glenn?
Well,
Larry's actually only 5'9".
I don't know what to say. Yeah,
Larry's
very short.
And he's got blonde hair. That's not
you didn't know I was a midget, did you?
He's much shorter.
I said, Glenn, I'm down here, and he looked down.
Yeah. Yeah, he's much shorter in real life.
Yeah, that's my channel, and I really like comments. The main reason I do is to get comments and get conversation. I don't tolerate rudeness or smart asses in any way, shape, or form. I just delete your comments and block you. But anybody who wants to have an interesting and respectful conversation, that's why I do this.
And everybody's YouTube channel is on my front page. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see their channels, and also Jack's Stereo Experience, who was on earlier, and subscribe from there or wherever. So, Glenn, take it away.
First of all, I want to say some kind words about my friend Paul. Paul does have a great channel. He's very knowledgeable. Love your stuff, Paul. I've learned a lot watching you.
Thanks,
in terms of different issues of albums and things like that. It's very cool. I'm an old timer. I was a teenager in 1966 through to 72 or whatever it was. So I'm kind of in that whole classic rock era, and saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, and became a huge rock fan from there on, and just all the classic rock artists, Cream and Zeppelin and whoever you saw. If you saw my video with Larry when I talked about the concerts I've attended, I saw most of the greats, and so most of my channel is classic rock oriented, although I also am a 5-string banjo player, so I love bluegrass music, and I'll talk a little bit about roots music and things. So my tastes are very eclectic. I like world music. I love Ravi Shankar and things like that. So I'm all over the place in terms of what I like, and I just love showing albums and talking about them, reviewing them, and that's it.
What is your favorite Beatles album? I think we're asked this on every live stream. Mine is Abbey Road.
Yeah, mine too. The second is a more interesting question, and that always changes for me. But the last while, I would say Revolver is probably my second favorite.
Sgt. Pepper is my favorite album of all time by anybody, and number 2, probably Revolver. Sometimes Rubber Soul. Those two kind of fight it out for number 2.
So for Ringo's solo career, Paul, have you bought most of his solo albums, or?
Yeah, I have. There's maybe a couple that I don't think I have Liverpool 8. There might be another one in there, but yeah, I've got most. And the thing with Ringo, people slam Ringo way too much. The that criticizes drumming, they always say that anybody could have drummed for the Beatles, and in spite of the fact that the other three Beatles say different. My expectations when I buy a Ringo record is I'm going to have a good time listening to it, and he never fails to deliver that, and that's what I expect to get. I mean, I don't, anybody buys a Ringo album expecting them to have the depth of music or lyric content that John or Paul would have. They're unreasonable expectations. There's a lot of artists I wouldn't expect that from, and Ringo's great. The thing I find with Ringo is people talk about the greatest rock drummers, and they always, you hear names like Keith Moon and John Bonham and all these guys, right? Ringo is the most musical drummer I've heard in that genre. And people, what does that mean? Well, it means that Ringo does the right thing at the right time every time.
And he's really well respected by other musicians.
And he's well respected because of that. He is very musical. And if you don't believe me, listen to A Day in the Life and focus on the drum track. And every beat is placed perfectly. And you can listen to almost any Beatles song and get that. That's a rare, rare gift. I could fill a phone book full of drummers who cannot do that. And that's where I find Ringo's value. And people slam him because he doesn't do the drum rolls and he's got a small kit and all this nonsense, right? Well, he's not Neil Peart, right? He's not Keith Moon, which is probably good because that would have destroyed the Beatles if they had had either one of those drummers in the band.
But you know what, Paul? Those guys aren't Ringo either.
That's right. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not. Yeah. So, I get a little frustrated when people slam Ringo.
Yeah.
Anyway, that wasn't really your question, but I kind of got off on that.
I agree with you 100%.
If you could have Phil Spector produce a Beatles album that wasn't Let It Be, what album would you pick? I'd say, Phil, leave the controls alone.
Yeah. Interesting question, though.
Beatles for sale.
Yeah.
It depends. Like Phil, he wasn't just the wall of sound. He produced Plastic Ono Band, and it's not a wall of sound. Yeah. So, although John was very hands-on there as well, but he wasn't just the wall of sound. Phil was far more diverse than that. So that's an interesting question, though. I will have to ponder that.
Yeah. With Ringo drumming, you can guess the title track. So, that's about it, I guess. Wasn't this fun?
It was fun.
Yeah,
just say yes, Glenn.
Yes.
Well, when Glenn was here, it was fun.
And Glenn, on Tuesday, I want pizza. Okay, I just.
I was going to ask you about that. I was going to ask you about pizza.
We'll order pizza, and then we don't have to go out to get it. We can just order.
Perfect.
I'll even throw in a couple of dollars.
No, it's my treat.
Paul, you're invited.
Thank you. Over. It's a pretty safe invitation, knowing that I'll never be able to get there, but that's fine.
That's why I invited you.
One day I will show up. My mom's still in Ontario, and I have my couple of brothers there, and so they're down in the Golden Triangle there. My mom is in Guelph, so that's what, about 3 hours away from Trenton, something like that. 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah, about that.
So you get on the 401 and you're there.
That's right. Yep, straight ride. Follow your nose.
And on Tuesday, Glenn's going to be here, and we swapped 5 CDs each, and I'm really looking forward to it. And we're going to review all of the CDs that we've heard and rank them, and just have a bunch of laughs. And we're also going to exchange more CDs. Yeah.
I'm doing, for anybody who's interested, I'm doing an All Things Must Pass comparison of vinyl pressings, going right from my original Canadian pressing from 1970 all the way through, and just kind of revealing which one I like the best. So I'm looking at Japanese pressing. I'm looking at the 2000 remaster, the 2010 remaster, the 2014 remaster, and of course the 2020 debacle. I mean remix remaster that everybody's talking about. So that's coming up. It just takes time to do all that listening because it's a big record. And I got to say, just to give you a sense of where I'm going with this, I played my original Canadian pressing from 1970 a couple of days ago, and it sounds fantastic. And honestly, I kind of asked myself, why did they feel this needed to be remixed? Because it doesn't, everybody's saying how muddy it sounds. I can hear everything there is to hear when I play that. It sounds fantastic. So that's it, it's not my favorite pressing, but that's kind of where it's going.
And that the Uber that everybody was unboxing, I like how the George Harrison figurine, it doesn't even look like him.
Well, first of all,
notice that.
It's not tall enough. That's one big problem right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Larry's sofa, it's like you sit down so low you can't get out of it. That's why he keeps you in his
You
house.
got stuck in it.
You get stuck in it. Once you're in there for a few minutes, you just go, holy shit,
Well,
I need a
Glenn,
crane
you
to
can
help me
sit in
out.
the chair next time, so you're
Yeah,
not
I'm
complaining.
We
I don't
are
want
going
you
to
suing me.
I was going to say that to you. I want to be, yeah, we got to be equal. I'm sitting down really low in the thing, and you're up high like the king.
And because
there.
I'm 8 feet tall, I mean a midget.
Yeah, I think you did it on purpose.
I want to be the main guy in the video.
No, we're going to be equals on Tuesday. I'm going to sit in the chair right beside you, buddy.
I'm just having some strange visuals of you two on the couch together.
Yeah.
Don't get any ideas, Glenn, okay?
I won't. No.
I've got 2 cats here. They have claws.
No.
Yeah, true.
They're very protective, I can tell. I tried to pet Larry, and the cats came right after me.
Listen, cats pretend to be tame. They're actually wild animals. You can't trust them.
No. Can't trust Larry either. But wild animals.
Yeah,
so thanks, everybody. We'll let people say goodbye.
Bye.
Peace out, everyone. We love you. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Chowder.
And remember to subscribe to their channels.
Yes, don't forget.
And resubscribe to mine.
And send Larry more money. Send Larry more money. $5.
Yeah, don't send me any money, though.
I just joined. We'll stay on for a couple more hours.
Yeah. Watch the repeat, buddy. Watch the repeat.
And Larry on the couch. Yeah, I'm going to be frightened all day.
That's not going to be a video.
Hey,
you
started? I shouldn't have said anything.
Thanks, Bob.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Derek. You weren't annoying, Derek.
Derek, you were awesome.
Oh, no, nobody was annoying.
Barry. Goodbye, Barry. Thank you. Okay, thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.